Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we might have some fun making some CopyCat KFC biscuits. So let's get started. Alright, in order to make these biscuits, we need to go ahead and get our oven preheated to 415 degrees while we're doing all of this. If you have an old oven like that, like I do, it's going to take that long. Alright, so in a bowl, we want to put 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour. And then we're going to take our baking powder and do 1 tablespoon. I like to sift it up a little bit while it's in the package. Get it nice and soft. So the next thing we need to do is put in our sugar. We want 2 teaspoons of regular granulated sugar. That's why those KFC biscuits taste so good. They have sugar in them. Okay. And then we're going to put our cream of tartar in, which we need 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Ooh, that's nice and soft. Let's see here. Yes, here comes the messy cook. I'll end up with cream of tartar everywhere. All right, there's 1/2 teaspoon. To put our salt. On any bread recipe, I do use the exact amount they recommend because bread recipes seem to rely on the salt for a lot of different things. So I do not want to mess that up. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of swirl that together a little bit. Okay. And this recipe takes a whole 1/2 cup, so 1 stick of chilled butter in here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to break this up into our flour. The first thing I'm going to do is just cut it up. Cut it up into as many little small pieces as I can. Because we want this to be like coarse crumbs when we're done with this. Okay, now I'm going to try using my fork, because I'm just going to try and mash this into the flour as much as possible. Alright, so I've pretty much got the butter broken up. Now I'm just kind of going through, making sure there's not any like big pieces that I might have missed. But I've pretty much got it broken out the way I need it to be. Now we're going to start adding our milk. We need 2/3 of a cup of milk. We're going to start adding that kind of slowly. And today I'm just using regular evaporated milk. I like to use different kinds of milk each time I cook. If it's a vegan recipe, then I'm usually using almond milk or soy milk. Sometimes I'll use whole, just regular milk, and then sometimes I like to use my evaporated milk. And now we're just trying to get the dough to kind of come together a little bit for us. So it's starting to come together as a good dough. Got a little bit of a dry spot still right here, so we're going to try and see if we can't work that. Alright, so we got a nice floured surface, and we're going to take our rolling pin and get it nice and floured. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to dump this out on our counter and just see if we can start bringing this together a little bit. Basically what we're doing is we're kind of getting the butter melted with the hotness of our hands. We only need it to come out about 1/2 inch. I want to be careful that it doesn't stick to my counter. Okay, that looks like about 1/2 inch. All right, so we're going to take our 3-inch biscuit cutter and just cut that out. And I'm just setting it on my cookie sheet that's off to the side. I've got a mess here, so I'm trying not to get it involved. I'll show them all to you in just a second. It says we should be able to cut out, let's see, We should be able to cut about 10 of these. We are up to 5. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get 10. That might be pushing our luck a little bit. Roll this out. Like I said, we don't want to roll it out too thin because they're supposed to be, your dough is supposed to be about 1/2 inch. And since there's just 2 of us, I think I'm going to keep these down to where there's not that many of them. I don't need a whole bunch of biscuits because if they're really, really good, then I'm going to want to eat all of them. So we're up to 7. Let's see if we can get an 8th one and then we'll call it a day. And then we're going to put them in our oven at 415 degrees and cook them for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're nice and brown. Okay, let's put these in the oven and see what they come out looking like. I see we ended up with 8 of them. All right, aren't they gorgeous? They just came out of the oven, so we have some nice KFC biscuits. Look how nice and beautiful brown those are. I'm gonna let them cool off just a tiny bit so that I can touch them, and then we'll come back and we'll put some butter on one of them and taste it and see how it tastes. So we let them cool off, and don't they look gorgeous? There's your thumbnail picture right there. But we're gonna cut into one and see how they taste. So let's see, I'm just gonna grab this one. We got a nice firmness to them. So let's see, let's just cut into it. Oh, nice and crumbly. Get some butter on there. Oh, that looks great. That's a nice good KFC biscuit right there for some gravy or some butter. Nice and crumbly. That is beautiful. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will keep making wonderful bakes for you. See you next time. Hey, I thought I'd give you a sneak peek of next week's video. It's going to be CopyCat Olive Garden breadsticks.